Hi everybody, this is Jennifer, and today I am doing my Get Graphic Readathon wrap-up. I had to because it's basically the only readathon I've taken part of that's been remotely successful besides Dewey's, like the first two times. The last two times I've done Dewey's, it hasn't worked out all that well, but the Get Graphic Readathon, I excelled at. So let me tell you how I did. So I read my 3 remaining Rivers of London Spooky at a Distance comics. These were fine. They're never as good as like the actual novels and novellas, but it's a different way to consume one of my favorite series of all time, and I enjoyed it. Though there really wasn't enough Peter Grant in there. It was mostly Nightingale. So, and that was my stuff in a series. Basically, I just wanted to read these so I could get them off my TBR, and I did. That was successful. Yay. So, the next one was the Umbrella Academy Apocalypse Suite by Gerard Way and Gabriel Ba. This was for my adaptation. Graphic novel that had been adapted. I liked this pretty good. I ended up giving it 4 stars, and yeah, I'm really interested to see the TV show now. I really liked the dynamics of the group and how, you know, they cope with being together after being separated for a little while, and how they deal with their adopted alien scientist dad who treats them more like experiments than like actual people. And I thought the dynamics were good. I did not like it quite as much as Volume 2, Dallas. Dallas had a little bit more going on in it. I find them really interesting. However, somebody did mention that this whole thing, when you do time travel, automatically going to the assassination of John F. Kennedy, it's so done. It's kind of ridiculous. It's rather cliched when it comes to time travel to deal with that. And I kind of agree, but what they did with it I thought was pretty cool. It was gruesome, it was funny, and I thought it was rather, what is the term? Clever for what it was. So yeah, that was also 4 stars. Spoiler alert, I gave everything 4 stars except for 1. Okay, next up is Paper Girls Volume 5. This is the penultimate volume. I do believe that Paper Girls is going to be ending with volume 6. That comes out October 1st, so I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, so it's very twisty. It's got a lot of callbacks to other volumes, and I think once volume 6 comes out, I'm just going to reread all of them so that I can get the whole story all at once, because I think that would be good to do. Yeah. Again, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was clever, and I gave it 4 stars. So the only one I gave 3 stars, which bums me out, and I probably should, I don't know. Deadly Class Volume 8. I kind of feel bad for giving this 3 stars now, because the more I think about it, the more interesting it is. However, the reason why I gave it 3 stars is because it's very transitional. Like, it's setting up a lot for Volume 9. And also, I feel like this particular series at 8, it's gone on for a while. So at some point, I'd like it to like look like it's coming towards a conclusion, and this looks like a new beginning. I mean, they're in a high school, so maybe they're gonna do 4 years, and now they're sophomores, who knows. But I have to say, the artwork in this is very surreal, especially in the beginning. It's kind of like what I imagine an LSD trip would be like, probably because they're tripping on peyote at the beginning. And so Marcus and Maria are headed back to King's Dominion. Saya is trying to get out of her situation to get back. Revenge is a major theme in here. They're all working towards revenge in some way or another. And that was interesting philosophically. So yeah, it was okay. It's kind of like 3.5. It probably should be I don't know. Maybe I should round up to a 4. I don't know. I feel bad because technically that is like other than Monstrous, that is my favorite graphic novel. Up is Moonshine, Somebody just came in, by Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Risso. And basically what we have here is in West Virginia in 1929. You've got this guy who's basically the patriarch of a family of bootlegging werewolves. And they get visited by Lou Pirlo, who is an associate of the mob boss, Joe the Boss Masseria. And so he's trying to get this hooch for the New Yorkers, and he runs into some trouble, let's just say. And I really enjoyed this. This is one of my new favorites, I think. It got 4 stars. I'm going to be reading the 2nd volume as soon as I can get it, and the 3rd volume comes out in April of next year, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so the very last thing I read, technically speaking, I finished this on Monday, but I got through like 80% of it on Sunday, so I'm counting it. It's Uzumaki by Junji Ito, and oh my goodness, I enjoyed this. It's kind of long, and it's a manga, and I've never read a manga this long before, so I kind of kept losing my track. Let's see. Woohoo, notes. So there's this town called Karuzo-cho, and it's kind of like possessed by spirals, and as you might suggest, might figure out, it's weird, it's creepy, it's surreal on a major level. It is also creepy, and fun. I'd have to say there's like my favorite part. There's this part that I'm never gonna forget. Have you ever wanted to see 2 teen girls with hairdos possessed by spirals have a rumble in the schoolyard? Because it's right in here, and it was awesome. And I thoroughly enjoyed my reading experience with this. I also thoroughly enjoyed my reading experience altogether through the Get Graphic Readathon. I got through a lot of my graphic novel TBR. I only have 3 things right now, plus I'm going to get some more. There's stuff coming out in September and October that is just insanely good. So I'm looking forward to that and reading that in October, probably for Dewey's 24-hour readathon. So if you guys took part in the Get Graphic Readathon, tell me how it went for you. Yeah, I had a really good time with it, and it's basically my first successful readathon in a while, and I'm really glad I did it. All right. Again, feel free to make any comments below. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a nice day.